Let's go. Awesome.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Congratulations on being Emmy nominated. How does that feel?
Pretty amazing. I have to say now. It took me a while. It took me a few days
Yeah.
to really grasp at what's happening because, like, the first week was just like responding to messages and like
Yeah.
doing interviews and not really having any time to think or feel much.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's sunk in now. It feels pretty amazing.
So tell me about the moment that you found out. Was it a phone call? Was it a message? How did it happen?
It was I was just having a regular morning, just finished my breakfast, was drinking coffee, and I was sitting with my partner, and I got a phone call from an actor friend, Shayoni Gupta,
Yeah,
whose
yeah, yeah.
show Four More Shots is also
Four more
nominated.
shots. Yeah, yeah.
So I think she heard before me, and she just called me and said, "Have you heard the news?" And I was like paranoid for a second because like these days all you expect is bad news. But yeah, and then she was like, check your messages, and I look at this message from Deadline Hollywood, and it took me like
Yeah.
10 minutes to just, I couldn't believe it. You would imagine that I would have this instant immediate Yahoo and big smile on my face. That did not happen. For the first 10
Yeah.
minutes I was just like, what? No, this can't be right. How can it be? This is a joke, this is a lie, you know. And yeah, that's what happened. And then finally, once I got a phone call from Amazon and from Ritesh and stuff, and that's when it started becoming a little more real.
That is insane. Honestly, like even I think I was jumping up. I was like, oh my God, Emmy nominated. This is absolutely fantastic news. I think
Thank you.
for a nation as a whole, for India, I just think, and I feel proud. I feel proud that, it's like we're continuing to be put on the map in such a big way. So I think that's fantastic. And it's because of artists like you guys, this is able to happen. So well done. It was really, really good. Made in Heaven, fantastic show. Rave reviews, even up until now as well. It's been a while since it released. What would you say that you've taken away from that show, both as an actor and as a person as well?
I mean, for me, honestly, Made in Heaven and everything that has come since um, is just a really solid reinforcement of really believing in myself, honestly, and staying the path of whatever it is that your heart truly believes is right or good for you. You
Mm,
know, it's very easy to kind of give in to convention and go by other people's or society's expectations of of what is expected of you, really.
mm,
um yeah, and I don't know, it's like, an actor's life and career is very much like walks hand in hand with insecurity, self-doubt,
mm. Yeah.
uh envy, things like that.
Mm,
So something like this, when it happens, it's just it's just like a reiteration of that, you're doing something right, and there is a higher power up there that's looking out for you, and wants you to follow your heart and do the best you can with that.
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really been my greatest takeaway and continues to be, as Made in Heaven is clearly the gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure, for sure. Did you think
Yeah.
I don't know, when you read the script or whilst you were filming for the show, did you kind of realize that, okay, this is going to be like a really big show and there's going to be a lot of interest in it, so to speak, at the beginning? Did you
Uh,
realize that?
I knew that, look, the team involved, the team that was making the show was like impeccable. So
Yeah.
and then of course I had read the scripts and I knew like the content is amazing.
Mm,
And
mm,
then there was a great cast that was put together. So by the time we went on the floor, I knew that we were making something competent. I
mm,
knew it would be good. I knew it would be engaging. I knew it had some solid messages.
mm,
Um, and yeah, but I don't think the way that it opened and the kind of response that it generated, across age, gender, nationality, race, everything, and it really transcended everything and was loved across the board. And that kind of response, I don't think you can predict. You can't
Yeah.
expect that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I did not expect it to be as huge as it became. It was
Mm.
some sort of cultural movement almost.
Yeah,
um
of course.
but yeah, I mean, no, I did not expect that, and I certainly did not expect this where I am
This
today with this
level.
nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
huge. Even I, like you said, impeccable production. I think it was just
yeah.
so fabulously made,
That's what.
and everything was good. There, I don't think there was anything that you could fault. Like from one episode to another, you at the end of each episode, you were like, okay, what next? Like, I need to watch the next one. And even when it finished,
Yeah,
you're like, but I want more. With some
yeah,
shows, when you binge watch them, you're like, okay,
yeah,
cool, that's the quota done. I really
yeah,
enjoyed watching it. But I think with
yeah.
Made in Heaven, it was such a show whereby you just wanted it to carry on. Um,
It's amazing. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's yeah, I know.
so Arjun,
But
let's go
I
to
wanted to
yeah.
I just wanted to say that that's it's very rare, like we work, every project we work on, we want it all to really work out for it. um Something or the other goes missing along the way,
Mm,
between planning and production and post production
yeah,
and release. Either it could be anything. It could be poor production support, it could be
yeah,
the wrong platform, and the small number of screens or whatever, or the script may be lacking something, or a performance
mm,
may be lacking. It's so rare where everything kind of comes together and clicks, something where everything falls in place, like the distribution and the producers and the script and the actors and everything. And that's
yeah,
what really Made in Heaven was. It's when all those elements all come together that magic is really created. All you have to do is actually create the circumstance for magic to
yeah,
happen by
yeah, yeah.
bringing by bringing the right people together and giving them a free hand and
Mm.
all the support that they require.
Mm, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think it's also important that we touch upon your character. He
Hmm.
was that character. It normalized a gay character. It was put at the forefront of the show. Did you at any point think, you know what, this is a really big risk that I'm taking, or did you kind of think, can I do this? Do I want to do this? Did you kind of have those like uncertain moments in between?
Okay, I'll be honest. The first, like my debut in the first
Mm,
time that I faced the camera for a film was, I played a homosexual character in that film. It was a short film by Mira Nair, in which I played Irfan Khan's younger lover. So, and that was the very first thing I ever did. So I think, like, sure, in hindsight, that was a risk too. But
yeah.
I mean, I was a aspiring actor back then, and I had this opportunity to be directed by Mira Nair and act opposite Irfan Khan. I would be a fool to not take that up. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I did it. I did it for the second time for a film called I Am in
Mm,
2009. Um, I did that again. I did that. By that point in time, I was already at a stage in my career where I had started realizing that that talent is not all that gets you forward in this industry.
mm,
So, and I was trying to figure out how do I stay relevant in this place that is not allowing me to move forward. And I
mm,
thought that, what, okay. And I Am came to me, and there were two things. Number one, I thought that, what, if the industry is not allowing me into that so-called mold, um, fair enough. I'm going to try to make my way another way. I'm going to go
mm,
out and do what no other actor is willing to do. And secondly, the film had an intimate scene with a man. And
mm,
me being a straight heterosexual man, I was afraid of that. But I
mm,
wanted to challenge myself as an actor. I wanted to break that barrier for myself, which I did with that film. So by the time Made in Heaven actually came to me, I was feeling a bit of like, I don't know, for the third time, really, I don't know if
yeah.
I need to do this. I've been there. I've challenged myself with it, and I don't, and I shared that apprehension with Zoya in our first meeting.
Mm, mm,
She just said to me to take it home and read it, and I
mm,
did.
mm,
And by the time I was done, I was like, wow, I have not been a part of anything that has had such a strong female gaze to it, that is taking
mm.
up such a loud and clear voice against
Yeah.
patriarchy and misogyny, and
Mhm.
such a loud voice of support for the queer community. And
Mhm.
then I started thinking that, you know what, as long as in my head I am still looking at this as a gay part or a straight part, I don't think I can call myself a real supporter of the community, because
Mhm.
it's hollow. Because yeah, okay, on the surface I'm all like, yeah, but I've still got that line drawn in my own head.
Yeah.
So Made in Heaven became for me an opportunity to not have my support feel so hollow, and to really like put my money where my mouth is, and yeah, and really be a part of something bigger, in favor of the community. It's a complete and sheer and beautiful coincidence that homosexuality was legalized in India while we were filming.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
So that's amazing. No, that is absolutely wonderful. And I think it's nice that you're honest about the fact that, you didn't want to do it initially and you were still like uncertain, but, you think about these
yeah.
things, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we're human. At the end of it,
Mm.
fears are natural,
Mm-hmm.
insecurities are natural,
Mm.
apprehensions are totally natural. But it's our responsibility to push ourselves beyond those and grow
For
beyond them,
sure.
I feel.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for
yeah.
sure. And would you say Made in Heaven has been a turning point for you in your career?
Well, I'm someone who's always been really picky and choosy about what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Made in Heaven has certainly just like made me even more picky and choosy, because to some extent I've been spoilt for quality,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I really really want to maintain a level of quality in the work
Mm,
that I do, and I do want it to speak to a much wider audience than just the Indian masses, so to speak. Um, yeah, I would say that Made in Heaven has brought about a lot more offers, but it's also me just saying no a lot more.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I find myself, there's very little that I actually come across and really makes me feel excited enough to become a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but that being said, yeah, there's no complaints. I'm enjoying where I am. I believe in enjoying where I am and not putting too many hopes and expectations
Mm,
about the future, not having that ruin my life for me. you know?
yeah. No, absolutely. And
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't. I know there's a certain level of expectation and standards that you've set yourself, but I just feel like you said you can't let those expectations just ruin your life, right? You've got to enjoy it at
yeah,
the same time as well. And I also
yeah.
feel that do you feel that this pandemic has also made you kind of think of these things to maybe just like kind of stop and slow down and appreciate things that you may not have appreciated before?
Absolutely. I mean, on a general level, yeah. I mean, although
Yeah.
I've always been quite appreciative of these things, but I'm still glad that, to some level, I'm glad that that the world had to kind of really stop and
Yeah.
slow down. Slow
Yeah.
down, because
Yeah.
we don't even know what we're rushing towards.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's I think it just came so clearly into focus for everybody,
Mm.
what's really important, what really matters, what we really need to survive.
Mm. Mm.
It's just a little bit of love, a roof on our heads, and some, food and drink, and some
That's
entertainment.
it.
We
Exactly.
need we need art. Let's not discount
We
art.
do. And can I
Yeah,
just say, art and entertainment was the thing that kept us going in this
yeah,
lockdown. That was it. What were we
absolutely.
doing? It
Yeah,
was it was Netflix, it was Amazon, it was music, it
absolutely.
was,
Yeah,
YouTube videos and all of this. This is what we were doing. So,
yeah,
it's been a real eye opener. It really has.
yeah, yeah.
Arjun, tell us a little bit about what kind of projects you're working on at the moment.
Well, before the lockdown happened, we were about to go on the floors with Made in Heaven season 2. And I
Yeah.
was about to actually, I was supposed to be filming a film in the UK called Lord Curzon Ki Haveli. So,
Oh wow.
and then there, yeah, and then there was another small film that didn't have a title yet. So, couple of projects just kind of came to a standstill because of the
Mhm.
lockdown.
Mhm.
Within the lockdown, I was really fortunate to have gotten the opportunity to work on not one but two projects, which I shot at home, and they're already out there for people to see. Um, so yeah, one was a short film for Netflix, Home Stories. It's on
Mhm.
YouTube, and the other was on a streaming platform called Voot. It was a show called The Gone Game, which was a proper 4 episode thriller that we created in the lockdown, shooting in all the
Wow.
actors' homes and putting it together, and it's really worked
Amazing.
out well. People have loved it. So we're about to get into a second season of that. We're about
Mhm.
to hopefully get
Nice.
into a second season of Made in Heaven. Hopefully, both these films that I spoke of are going to resume work soon. And
Mhm.
then there's been a lot of talk going on during the lockdown with several people about
Mhm.
newer projects. But I think everyone in general is in such an uncertain place, and there's so many logistics and precautions and things to
Mhm.
consider before you can even plan your shoot,
Yeah.
that I think
Yeah.
everyone's just baby steps, so
For sure.
yeah, let's just hope that all of these things pick up soon, pick up where they left off, which we are slowly now starting to. So things are
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah. So do we have any idea of when you guys are going to start shooting again for Made in Heaven season 2, or not really?
I don't have a date as such.
No.
I just
Yeah.
know that post lockdown, I have now started hearing some murmurs about things being picked up again. So
Okay.
I'm sure you'll hear an announcement
Yeah, I'm
soon. But I
sure.
mean, yeah, but Amazon and Excel Entertainment are like way better equipped to answer this better than me, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for
yeah.
sure. Arjun, just before I let you go and carry on with your day, what would you say has been one of the most challenging things for you in the span of your career so far?
I would say the most challenging thing is simply put, it's just to keep walking,
Mm, mm,
because at every stage, at every step, as you face all these, like, the big bad world of Bollywood and all, um, you're constantly faced by the one choice only, which is, do you keep going or do you stop and give up?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think each time that you make the choice to pick yourself up and keep walking, that's all there is to it, because there's no
Mm,
other roadmap to success here. There's no fixed plan. There's nothing, what works for one person will definitely not work for the other. And
yeah,
everyone just has to find their own way. And all that is to be done is to keep walking. You want to ask me what is the path to success? It's just to keep walking,
just
you
to
know,
keep going.
and,
Yeah,
and to drop in your minds, to drop some level of to adjust, or rather re-examine what success really means to you,
mm,
rather
mm,
than go by uh, anybody else's notions of it. I
yeah.
think these are the greatest challenges, I think, that I have faced, and the work to be done is all here, you know yeah, that's what I think.
And just to keep going and going and going, and to be nominated for another Emmy all over again, right?
My God. Yeah, sorry I lost you a little bit, but you're back.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, and to be nominated for another Emmy all over again.
Wow. Yeah, I hope
We-
so. I hope I can do this
yeah,
again and again.
no, no, for sure. I'm sure you will, Arjun. You really have made like everyone proud. You really, really have. Your work over
Wow.
the years has been absolutely fantastic. Whether it's a luck by chance or whether
Thank
it's
you.
something like a Made in Heaven, whatever it is, Arjun, you are fantastic. You're an amazing actor. Keep going and keep bringing us the work, and we'll just keep watching you.
Thank you. May I give a shout out, please, to my
Yes.
brother Gautam, my bhabhi Shonali, and my lovely niece Divya, who live in Watford, actually, and
Oh,
will be very excited. Yeah, will be very excited to hear me on Sunrise Radio.
How lovely, how lovely. Watford is not far away from me at all. So next time you're in
Yeah,
London,
yeah,
we must meet. We must do that for sure.
100%, 100%,
Thanks
absolutely.
so much, Arjun. Look after yourself.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you.
care.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.